We are live.
Raven, Vegeta, Joe, one third of the Cybermen. Sam, the legend behind the check-in.
We are live. Guys, I'm Joe, one third of the Cybernerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech, and welcome to Dragon Ball Super Broly Movie Review. How you guys doing?
Straight.
I just want to get off my chest early. Goku sucks, and I'm fine.
What happened to the t-shirt though, lad?
What t-shirt?
Could have got the whole Goku t-shirt at a certain place.
The thing is, yeah, if you go over to teesprings.com/the Cybernerds, you can purchase an amazing shirt that says Goku sucks.
Thank you.
But Sam, I didn't want to be like you and self-promote my opinion and bring that kind of propaganda to the show. So I just appreciate everyone who's purchased the shirt and is wearing it while watching this. Exactly.
Thank you very much. So this is a fantasy sci-fi. Director is, I'm so sorry I want to butcher all these names in advance. Tashiya Namagami. There goes. The cast includes, obviously directed by Akira Toriyama, starring Masako Mozama. Masako?
Yep.
Mozama? Yeah.
Bro,
Rio.
just run them off, man. Let's go, man.
Rio,
Run them off, you know.
Ryoseo, and Aya. Cool. Alright, so the synopsis goes, a planet destroyed, a powerful race reduced to nothing. After the devastation of Planet Vegeta, 3 Saiyans were scattered among the stars, destined for different fates. And guys, you know what? From there on there, you know what happens, yeah? You got Goku, Vegeta, Broly, their destinies are intertwined yet again, and this is a spoiler review, yeah? We're gonna go in! How can we not, yeah? How can we not?
Where did this energy just come from?
Because
This is a non-spoiler.
No.
Non-spoiler. Are you mad, bro?
No. We're gonna go in, yeah, because the synopsis says a lot, but we're gonna say even more, yeah? Who's gonna start with the story?
I'm starting with a story. This to me, yeah, is one of the latest storylines I've seen in Dragon Ball, yeah? Alright, so you've got King Vegeta on his planet with his son. His son has got high power levels, yeah? But you've got this next youth who's like supposed to be some waste man, low class Saiyan, power levels through the roof. He's like, I'm banishing you. Broly's dad's like, alright, cool, you're banishing my son. I'm busting case as well. He kicks out with him. 40 years later, man survived on some barren planet and is like, I'm gonna take revenge on the Vegeta line. Do you know what I'm saying? And then from that's just a base story. And for me, that's sick. Just because Prince Vegeta has done nothing in it. And even there's a point where they're like, yo, I'm coming here to murk you because of what your dad did. And he's like, yo fam, it's got nothing to do with me, fam. Like, I'm here living my life, bruv. But you're I just love stuff, those kind of stories. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was sick.
What are you saying, Raven?
Yeah, story was super lit. One thing I can appreciate is the fact that the backstory to Broly. Now, me being me, Broly, or Brolic as I called it, growing up, he was just nang to me. He was my favourite all time. But I don't remember his backstory. So sitting through the viewing, it was like, this is how man became to be who he is. You know what I'm saying? So lit, story's lit. I love how where Goku and Vegeta are at right now. And also I kind of got spoiled because they merged with God, right? The series.
Oh yeah.
Some of the stuff I'm seeing through them, yo,
this is after the Tournament of Power.
Right. So, which I think I only watched when Goku was fighting the God of Destruction. And then I was like, this is dead. Then I dropped it off. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed the story, man.
Yeah, the story is actually very, very deep, like you're saying. It's kind of similar to the first time we see Broly in the first movie. So it's kind of canon now. So I like the way they went with that, but then the way they brought back Frieza as a villain, his story.
Flames.
The way they just brought him in, that's obviously the whole backstory between Broly and his dad, and the way they make they humanize Broly in this so much. Obviously he's some child with immense power. The dad's making sure he's always kept in check until obviously he has to fight. That's live, and just everything intertwining, like you said, after the story of Tournament of Power, and Goku's still looking for that ultimate fighter or whatever, and obviously Vegeta's still being Vegeta and stuff. But
And another thing that I really, really, really appreciate right at the beginning, this thing took me way back to 92, fam. Yeah? The fact that they spent a good, half hour going through the story, like in Planet Vegeta. Sick thing, innit? Like,
No, I want to dive on this, yeah, because there's one part of this that I hate, of this beginning part, bruv, and it is it's on Goku, fam, bruv. Why they give man the Clark Kent story, fam? The one thing I liked about,
but that was always the story.
No.
That was always the story.
Relax. The story was Kakarot was sent to Earth to conquer the planet. Bangs his head.
Yeah.
Forgets his mission.
Yeah.
That's why when Vegeta and them man come say, why ain't you conquered the planet? And they're trying to turn him. That's the original story, Sam. That's the original story. In this, I hate that they send him to Earth to be like, oh, he'll be safe there. Bruv, for me, that was the one good thing about Goku. That this was a kid who was sent to destroy a planet, loses his memory and becomes someone else.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he was supposed to destroy Earth. I hate that they changed that part of it. And also, the scene where Frieza destroys Planet Vegeta. Bruv, I hated that scene because back day, it's Bardock and a whole bag of man.
Yeah.
In this scene, it's just him. And I'm like, Goku's dad. See, don't do this to Bardock, because I have mad respect for Bardock, fam. You're now making him like a Goku. Like, oh, he was the only one who clocked. He was the only one who went to go fight. Allow it, bruv. Don't do that, bruv. No, bruv. Don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think they cut it though, because it was too rushed, that part.
and even I heard that they've done special editions where like the movie's like 3 hours long.
Right. I think that part might be like man was beat up,
Bruv.
Where's the
It's not.
to and from in it?
I hear that, but the scene, the scene I'm talking about, where where Frieza throws the beam,
And it's only him there,
it's just him.
Yeah.
There's a bag of man behind him. There's a bag of man, and I don't care if you rush it. That one scene, all you had to do was put 4 or 5 Saiyans behind him. No issues.
And just go off.
Fam. I don't even know why would they even change that. Like, I feel like they're trying to make Goku even more good than he is. Like, fam, he's already
in the movie.
Yeah, but bro,
This is Goku in that movie.
Yeah, no,
it was
bro.
a madness. It was a madness.
It's cool. It's cool, but I didn't understand the need for that change, and that's what I just didn't like about it. Like the other changes to Broly's story, where Broly was enraged by Goku as a youth, and that drove him mad.
It's
an anime. It's an anime.
And then someone knocks your pod. You start crying, like Goku starts crying, so that pisses you off from like months old. How are you supposed to remember who Kakarot is anymore?
No, I like this story. I like this story.
This one makes more sense.
Yes, no, I like this story better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I like that change. I didn't like the Goku change.
Right.
Like, and I didn't understand
But
what was
there
the
was a lot
point.
of problems with GT back then, innit? So that could have been one of those.
That was Dragon Ball, not
What
GT was.
We don't talk about
We
it.
don't talk about GT.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So let's move on to acting. Raven, what are you saying though about acting?
Acting.
Or voice acting or animated? Who's your standout?
Broly's a standout. It's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? I mean, the way I like how it's like the pathway he goes through, the emotions he goes through. You know what I'm saying? I like how there's elements to him that doesn't make him an actual villain.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's just caught up in Vendetta, which kind of also gives right to what Vegeta's dad was saying. Like, obviously my guy was saying, how can this peasant like be stronger than my son? Like, for centuries, this is an actual thing where all the Vegetas, we just like supreme on everyone, innit? You know what I'm saying? There you go, like pay homage. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you get the sense of like jealousy, but at the same time, like he could have been right, he could have been wrong. It just happened to be that he was right for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that showing up, super lit. I really enjoyed it, innit? Now I'm gonna leave it there because I want certain man to go off, innit, when he's talking about Goku. But
Oh, me?
Yeah, go on, say.
Who I think? Yo, Vegeta's the nicest. I don't know what you man watched, but Vegeta is the nicest, fam. Like, the character. Do you know what's crazy? Yeah, my issues with some of the old other movies that I've seen is that they always make Vegeta like an idiot, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But in this, bruv, I feel like they get Vegeta so right. Like, Vegeta, he's on crud at all times. Oh, it's swingers, I'm on it, bruv. But man cares about his family. That's the most important thing to him. Anything that's about family, it's a whole next thing, fam. And like, I like that they displayed that well. Do you know what I'm saying? I just thought like he went hard throughout the whole thing, and without ever being like really undermined. And usually in Dragon Ball Z, they always do stuff that I feel like to undermine Vegeta and make him look weak. But even when he's fighting Broly in this,
They didn't make man look weak.
when
Vegeta.
There's times. The first Broly movie, fam.
When
Man,
no,
so shook.
go on, no.
when he's fighting Broly, like he goes through all stages.
No,
Not in this movie.
No, you're talking about in this movie, yeah?
Yeah.
No, see, to me, like, being able not to beat Broly, to me, doesn't make you look weak.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that Goku was normal, doing way more, while man is in God, Super God. That is mad.
No. I understand what you're saying, but do you know why I never blacked about that? Because no. And then let me explain why I didn't black about this. Let me explain, brother. Because obviously I'm watching it and I'm like, raw, man, Super Saiyan God, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm done. He retires from the fight, and Vegeta and Goku comes in. But in my mind, I'm like, raw, Goku's doing a madness in his normal state, yeah. But I'm like, because I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in so long, I'm like, raw, maybe. And this is just for me, that you have to stretch your legs before you go next level. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, from the way I took it was like, Goku can't just stand there and go, boom, Super Saiyan, go, like, click, 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 like that. Like, it's like a car that's got to go gear 1, gear 2, gear 3. So that's why I was like, yeah, it leans towards Goku, fam, and it does. And I expect that from Dragon Ball. But this is one thing that I liked about the movie. I don't think they overly did it. They didn't overly like make Vegeta look moist and make Goku look like the nicest.
I personally think that's actually I actually expected you to go mad.
No,
because how can he go? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you gotta shift gears, but his first gear, he's doing what Vegeta was doing in Super God. What?
Goku had peppered it. I mean, Vegeta had peppered him a little bit already.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Fam,
fam, if that's not Ultra Nerf, I don't know what it is, fam. That's actually another like definition of nerfing something, fam. Because man's out there doing madness, normal form. So when the man was sparring, like, what is it? What was Goku doing there?
We don't know. Maybe Broly was holding back at that point. Like,
no, because Broly, fam,
Broly was already mad.
And here's what you got to clock as well. Broly, as he's fighting Vegeta, he's learning.
Leveling up, yeah.
He's leveling up. And Goku, just on a normal thing. Oh, shut up, bro. That is mad. And I'm actually upset that you're not upset. Because they made Vegeta look super weak, bro. I don't care, bro.
Nah.
They did. How?
Bro, I hear what
you on God level.
I hear what you're saying.
I just come through and I start being like,
bro, you're acting
You're
acting like Goku in his normal form was waxing, man. Bro,
he was doing the same. He was doing the same thing. He was doing in God mode.
Bro,
that is a madness.
Bro,
don't you think that's mad?
Bruv, I hear what you're saying, but we're never gonna escape that in Dragon Ball Z, fam.
Yeah, but not like this.
Maybe because in my mind, going in, I thought this was just gonna be praying to Goku.
Okay,
fam.
now think.
But it wasn't that bad. Like that's all they did.
Do you know what makes it worse?
Go on.
Think about like back in the day, yeah. All right, so Goku would beat an enemy because he'd go levels up.
Yeah.
And Vegeta wouldn't reach until maybe next season. You know what I'm saying? So now. That's even worse, bro.
Hey, bro, it's not
like he can't reach, bro. He reached the same level and still can't do nothing,
bro.
That is a madness. Bro.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like
I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, bro.
That was crazy.
The thing to say you can't believe they did that, it's Dragon Ball Z, fam. And this is what usually triggers man all the time, that they always do stuff, but usually they go to the extent of humiliating Vegeta, and I don't think.
And that's what they obviously did here. They humiliated Goku.
Fam, and that's
when Goku went Super Saiyan God, man was doing the Hulk move on him. You heard Goku screaming.
It gets deeper than that.
No, but then he was already catching up with Goku, fam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's normal. That's like a normal thing, bro.
For me, it gets deeper than that because later on, when they go to fuse, Goku's begging Vegeta to fuse with him. and Goku and Vegeta's like, bro, man, don't want to fuse with you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, all the power you've got, you need me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's Dragon Ball Z for me, leveling itself out. Like you're begging all your powers. You're fighting man normal, but you're begging me this whatever.
That to me is just throwing sand like people's eyes. I ain't buying one bit, bro. Not one bit.
You know me.
My guy look dead, bro. Like,
you know me,
nuts.
bro. I see Dragon Ball Z for what it is, fam, and it's preaching to Goku, fam. But I hear what you're saying.
Bro, I came out of cinema. I was like, yo, Joe's gonna go on the madness. Like, after seeing this thing.
There's another scene that's gonna make me black. That's
okay,
not that, bro.
Cool.
Alright, so I'll go one more on the actor anyway. Like Frieza, gotta say it again. Man came back as the villain of Dragon Ball. Like, as soon as he touched down in Dragon Ball Z, he's been doing the madness ever since. I don't care what everyone says. Oh, Soul's my favorite. Boo's my favorite. No,
it's always been Frieza.
Always been Frieza.
No one's favorite villain is anyone other than Frieza.
You'd be surprised.
It's impossible, fam.
You'd be surprised.
How can Cell be anyone's favorite villain?
I have no clue.
Or Boo?
I don't know.
Boo did a madness, but I don't think anyone touches Frieza. I don't think
no
anyone
one touches Frieza.
Man,
and he does it again here.
Destroyed Planet Vegeta, fam. He won, bro.
He
won.
win.
He said he won.
Bro,
That's
if
it.
Frieza died right then, he still won, fam. Bro, he done older on his own, fam.
But.
But yeah, Frieza like still got an mission. Obviously, his reason for collecting Dragon Balls. I still think that was like.
No, I liked it.
The whole 5 inches or 5
I liked
centimeters
it.
or whatever.
I liked it.
And the whole when Boom was like only
Yeah,
about 5 years younger, and there's
no.
like only about 5 years. So that kind of I like the writing in that, but yeah, Frieza again.
Well, that's kind of playing in today's generation.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants gratification
Cosmetics,
real quick, like all of that. So I can relate that because this is what animators will do. You know, like they'll pick stuff up and throw in, that line on the side. That if you're plugged in, you'll clock what these men are doing. You know what I'm saying? That's just storytellers for you.
And still playing the devil's advocate. Like you remember when he turned Goku to Super Saiyan? And
That is the peakest scene
loved
ever,
it.
fam.
Like, let me do that to Broly. Just that man. Oh look, one of the strange things just killed your dad, Broly. What are you gonna do?
On a Palpatine team.
Holy smokes.
Loved it.
They leveled up Broly as well. Like I said, the way they humanized him in this one was crazy because in the first one, like man didn't really have no purpose. Like,
Yeah, it just came
he's the strongest.
It just came
That's
to.
it.
But this is one of the things that you like now, because obviously bringing this movie back. This movie is like the past, the present, and like what's to come next. Because now Goku is like, yeah, like do you mind me coming so we can beef? You know what I'm saying? So obviously that's setting up for what's to come next. I love that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And that is well done. That also gave us opportunity to go back and refresh with a little tiny changes. That's actually good because obviously you can always improve things, and that's what they did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
massively,
And you know, that's pretty good.
I like that. So production wise, woo!
Yeah.
Before you man are gonna go ham on the
Yeah.
production, let me get a negative out there first.
Okay.
Alright. One of my negatives with the production is that I feel the art style isn't consistent
I hate that as well.
the whole way through. There is one specific art style in there that is ultimate mad, bruv. Like, and it usually came on when they was transforming. Do you know what I'm saying? If they kept that art style for the whole, this would probably, do you know what I'm saying, be like the greatest thing ever. But I felt like there was definite dips in the art style for me sometimes.
But that's anime for you. They did it on purpose.
Bruv,
They did it on purpose.
That's fine, but that's my only negative in the productions for me. You man can go ham, do your thing.
I was gonna agree like that.
How can you
different-
agree? You should know already.
I know,
That's
but there's
what you
sometimes like at least
expect. you get the line.
the third act.
That's it. Like,
This third act, keep it consistent. Second act, keep it consistent. First act, keep it. There was like dips in the fight and stuff that were just changing. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I don't know. For me, it was that kind of put me back in because the fighting was so good. And now I'm gonna go back into like the production levels because the mix between CGI, 3D, and 2D hand drawn stuff, that stuff was almost seamless. Like mad crazy. The way like they would be fighting, breaking environment, you could kind of tell, but you're like, it looks so good. I want to know how they did that kind of stuff.
That was peak.
Hand drawing it while you're on. And then views as well. The angles they were using. I've never really seen stuff in like anime fighting. First person view against Goku. Oh my god! Bro! I was like, what's going on here? What's Goku?
That's Broly's view.
Fam, it was.
Broly's doing something right now. I was like, are you actually insane?
Bruv.
Punching man out,
It was
beaming
mad.
him,
It was mad.
going through the mountain.
It was mad. It was mad.
I was like, I never thought I'd see
It was mad.
that in Dragon Ball,
It was mad.
innit?
It was mad. It was mad. It was mad.
I was like, yes, we leveled up.
You know, I was losing my mind. Man. I was losing my mind.
And then the fighting takes it to another level, and then them shattering dimensions. I was like, what's going on right here? What's going on right here? I'm gonna leave with the fighting because that's what Dragon Ball was about, and they did a lot. They did the whole thing.
No, for sure. No, they definitely stepped up the levels. Now this what we call it movie. Well, this movie, it felt like the finale on the big screen, right? And it didn't really. It's not really a cinematic movie per se, right? So I'm talking about scores at times should have been better, like especially going with the fighting scenes, breaking into dimensions. Like that whole visual stuff is good, but if you're coming to the cinemas, you as a production, you gotta do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come through with your research. You gotta go and see, you know, like even if, like for example, the Man of Steel, right? You've got like similar fighting battles, like a hand combat sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because in games, final battle kind of stuff, you hear that kind of orchestra.
Like those elements.
That's it. So
you know what I'm saying? Like the
alright.
degrees and stuff like that. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this to me was a finale. Like after, I don't know, like I told you yesterday as well. Like this felt, you know, when you get like the fillers, and then you finally get it.
Yeah.
This was it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This was it with, obviously they peppered up here and there. You know what I'm saying? They made it a bit longer. You know, breaking dimensions, like doing stuff never done before. All cool, we enjoyed it, we applaud you, you know what I'm saying, everybody loved it. But if you're coming through to cinemas, there's certain things you need to step up. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you should be not rushing. For example, that whole scene with Bardock at the end, like, you know, like, and there's one bit where you was like, oh, they rushed the whole thing, you know, the timeline. Some people didn't like.
No, I like that.
I appreciate it because then it goes through the emotion, because if you're there to watch that movie, then you already know what happened. You wouldn't be there if, you know what I'm saying, especially like someone our age, you know what I mean? So that's that. So yeah, they definitely could have upped the levels with the production, cinematic wise. But other than that, I absolutely loved it, man. I was losing my mind. Reaction upon reaction.
One thing you said about the music overall was like a 5 out of 10 for me. Like at times it was super legit. They was playing like songs. I don't even know what it was, but it was like when Vegeta showed up
And they're chanting.
Vegeta.
Yeah.
That was mad, bro.
That was sick.
And then I think they had a Broly one as well. Like that there was sick. But what was bad about it is that there was nothing after it, fam.
Right.
They go from that into just the regular music you was playing before, fam. And I was like,
You got up the levels on that, man.
yeah, fam. No, they up the levels with that part. You gotta keep that consistent.
Right.
If you want to stay down, don't add that. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just stay consistent with the normal Dragon Ball Z movie, Dragon Ball anime, like music and stuff like that. But if you're gonna up the levels like that, you gotta go all the way, fam.
No, I mean I mean even some bits you can just have like I can't remember. I think it's like Gladiator. Like when you hear the voices, like stuff like that. You can just have it like in certain parts.
When it gets peak and stuff, like, you
Right,
just go
and then
with
you can
it.
switch
Feel
up the
emotions.
style
Yeah,
again.
everything.
But that's, you know, we're here for a reason. You have to implement that experience to cinema goers. You know what I'm saying? And we're in there 24/7, so we're gonna pick up on stuff like that.
It's funny that you say that because like for most Dragon Ball movies, obviously they might be like an hour. I think max might be even this. Like this is really goodly paced. Like I never got to a point where I was like, oh, can we get to that fight scene now where everyone's been watching? Like I like the story where it was building up. Obviously starting with Vegeta, then you got to Earth where we finding out how everyone's gonna come to bear, and then obviously the ending. But I was like, rah, like I never got bored. Like any either part, even when it comes to the comedy, that was like really well scripted too.
It was very funny.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
way
like,
funnier than I expected
that's
it to
what I
be.
thought. Like I was like, Dragon Ball's never been like this funny. It's always been like a bit odd or that didn't fit. But I was like, wow, this is actually kind of jokes at the same time. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Before we move on to the last thing, I wanted to talk about the scene that I said that I hate, what I thought was the most Vegeta disrespect, yeah? And this is gonna be a scene that no one's gonna be like, Joe's faking the scene. See the end part, the very end, when Goku goes to that planet and gives Broly all of the house stuff.
Yeah.
That to me is the worst scene that was disrespectful to Vegeta, yeah? Because it's like, firstly, Goku's using instant translocation, whatever, and getting to this planet. Fine, seen him use that technique before, yeah? But you're delivering something that Vegeta's wife produces, yeah? And just knowing Vegeta, I don't think, like, for me, Vegeta doesn't let you make that trip on your own. Even though all I wanted was Vegeta to, you know, they show a scene where Goku's standing right in front. All I wanted to see was Vegeta at the back, turned away, like
salty.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And then them leave together. That's the only thing I wanted. And I thought that was the most disrespect, because I'm like, bruv, you're bringing this guy tools that are made by this brother's wife, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
For your own personal gain.
Yeah, bruv. Like,
I can relate to that.
And that to me is the most disrespect, because it's just like, we have to, like, I'm cool with you, man. I know how you, man, move with the Dragon Ball Z thing. You want to wrap it up with Goku's facing the screen, yeah. But fam, you're leaving the brother who did 50% of the work, because he was 50% of Vegeta, fam. Now he stays at home. Moist. That's moist. That's moist. Get me? Bro, I ain't been triggered today. I ain't been triggered.
I like that.
And I thought I was going to get triggered today. And I haven't been. So I'm good. I'm good.
Ooh, let's wrap it up, guys. So, final thoughts on the movie. What are you saying, Joe?
Listen, man. It's a good movie. I think this is the kind of Dragon Ball Z movie that could get me to start watching Dragon Ball Super, to see what's been going on. And that's the thing, it's Dragon Ball Super's job now to keep me plugged in. But this movie definitely put me on I want to see how Vegeta upped all these levels, fam. Because I ain't seen Vegeta for a long time, fam. And I like how man's moving. I'd like to see more. Obviously, there's still lots of Goku praying in it, but I feel like they toned it down for the movie compared to how it used to be. So, yeah.
Well, it was a lot better than I expected. Like you said, you know, it gave me the sensation, okay, like, do I give this a go again, sort of thing? Because obviously the first, 10 episodes, it felt really like Goku centric. While over here, like, okay, it shows the relationship a lot better than before, even though they're still ODing Goku on a mad level. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that the God of Destruction is there, you know what I'm saying? So obviously it's like, okay, so what made you now be powering with these men? You know what I'm saying? So I want to see more, and hopefully this movie is a opens up doors for us to have more of these movies here, because one thing is they only did one showing.
No.
One showing.
One showing.
That's it. Like,
one
if you're
show.
not here tonight, done. Dusted. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that for the fan base this franchise has, come on, it deserves a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, I don't know, marketing, maybe, I don't know what it has to be done, but definitely, you know, give people more chance to go watch this. You know what I mean? Because I would definitely want to go and watch it again. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking the same thing. I want to watch this again. Like, I'm definitely gonna buy it on Blu-ray. I definitely recommend this movie. Like, this is for me the best Dragon Ball movie by like far. Like, good story, good character development. Like I said, everyone got a lot of shine. It wasn't just Goku centric or Broly centric or whatever. Like, you found out about everyone. Everyone had a good backstory. Even stuff like Vegeta had a brother. Like that thing's now canon.
Yeah.
And then you see how Vegeta and Raditz was on the planet and that kind of stuff. Like, you don't see that too often. And the way they brought that into this movie, I was like...
Oh, you know that's a setup though, yeah?
Well, for other stuff, yeah, of course. Yeah. They do that. We know that. We the fans know that, so... Excuse me. But yeah, best Dragon Ball movie by far. I highly recommend it if you're a Dragon Ball fan. I highly recommend it if you're an anime fan. I highly recommend it if you just like animation. This is crazy. And the official TCN rating for this movie is a 4 out of 5 sofas.
It's lit! I'm sorry. But it's lit. It's lit, guys.
Yeah, this movie, like, I highly recommend it if you're a Dragon Ball fan. I highly recommend it if you're an anime fan. I highly recommend it if you're just on any kind of animation. Like the fight, like, Gogeta coming in, man.
Yeah, it's a madness.
Best 10 minutes of this whole movie, like...
Yeah, this thing's definitely gonna make the collection, Blu-ray collection.
Yeah,
it has to
definitely.
be in there. It has to be in there.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if you've like Dragon Ball and then don't watch this movie. You know, like
It's not making my Blu-ray collection, but it is lit.
there had to be one in there.
No, well, I'm gonna keep it 100 until I see like a Vegeta-centric movie, like brother. I'm not ever gonna get a Dragon Ball movie where Goku saved the day. Never.
That's never gonna happen.
Never.
That's never gonna happen.
Future.
Future Trunks, yeah, that to me is my favourite Dragon Ball Z movie.
Okay, cool. Alright. That's my say.
That's it. That's the best one.
Cool. Fair enough. Guys, let us know your favorite Dragon Ball movie. Who's your favorite character? Did you enjoy this movie? Did you not like it? I'm sorry, Mr. Blitztech.
And I'm Revenue GS.
I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And we'll see you on the next movie review. Peace.
Goku sucks.
No one's gonna do the coming out. I was expecting you to do your new intro. No new intro, no nothing. You got a T-shirt.
We could have did the team up one. I could have done Gallic Gun.
You make me
I'm
sick.
trying to like do fusion.
Nah,
I ain't fusing with you.
I
ain't fusing with none of you, man.
bruv.
You might talk
After
about
this-
this. You
after
fuse
this-
with Joe, fam.
Fuse with me after you said I choked him, bruv. Liar, fam. Liar.
Yo, that whole thing shut the internet down, you know.
Fam. Channel gone mad, bruv.
Hey guys, it's me, Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds. Appreciate you watching the last video. Check another one out here, or just go ahead and sign up to Patreon right now. Just do that thing. Anyway, catch you on the next video. Peace.